this live. What's up, everybody? We live right now. I'm here with my boy Jhamari. Let's give it a second real quick. Okay, we live right here. I'm gonna turn this down.
Oh, good, man.
And I'm gonna share it. You can share it on yours too. So, today is gonna be a football podcast. We both be talking about football and stuff like that.
Best sport known to man.
Do you bet on football?
It depends. I don't like to lose money, so I don't like to bet a lot. I bet on TB12. Yeah. After that, not.
You said on
not,
TB12.
Not too
oh
much.
Yeah, you're a Patriots fan.
Well, I'm a Patriots and Bears fan technically.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
You know, the Bears is from my town, Decatur. But yeah, I'm a TB12 fan, so I'm repping Tampa right now. Unfortunately, because I don't like Tampa.
I got you, TB12.
I don't like Tampa at all, so it hurts to.
Why don't you like Tampa?
I once upon a time, I liked the Raiders. Like that was my go-to team.
Oh, okay, Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Brad Johnson.
Yeah.
What do you think about Brad Johnson? I thought he was trash.
I think everything to go through Oakland, that quarterback is trash. Man.
Everything that go through what?
Oakland.
Oakland.
Oh, every quarterback the Raiders had, every quarterback.
Wait, wasn't Brad Johnson the Tampa Bay quarterback though?
Besides every quarterback Tampa had, besides TB12 is trash. I can't name a quarterback in Tampa who was really.
Gotcha. I feel you. So you're saying like, okay,
Oakland,
they won.
Tampa, Cleveland quarterback killers. My opinion. Quarterback killers.
Oakland. What? So you think it wasn't Jamarcus Russell's fault? Are we taking some blame off of the players?
Ooh, I don't even want to go back to Jhamarcus. Like he a whole different ball game. You ain't watching film. You killed yourself, especially on that level.
Do you see when they did? Do you believe that?
Yeah.
Where he
Come
was
on,
like,
man. Look at the dude.
They
man.
said that they gave him some fake tape.
Come on, man.
He said he watched it.
There was no way. Like, do you believe it when everybody's saying it? Defensive players saying it. That means coaches was bringing this shit up in the locker room. Like, we gave this dude fake film. You know what I mean? Like, everybody know what's going on at that point. But what can you do? You paid this man $80 million, $90 million.
Yeah.
What can you do?
That's why they changed the rule.
Yeah. What can you do? Like, he broke the bank instantly, and what can you do? And that's their fault because you let a national championship game trick you.
You think they've been in the hole ever since?
I think they had opportunities, but just like a lot of other teams, they give up on coaches and players too quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially on like the college and high school level, you in a rotation constant of players, transfers, graduates. You got kids graduating 2 years. He just got here. He graduating up out of there, going to another school, graduate transfer.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So the constant rotation of kids and staff getting hired, fired, trainers graduating, getting fired. Just the constant rotation going on, and it's all on one man, the head coach. So if one thing go wrong,
because that's my
fired.
thing. Like, how come the players are so good in college and then they don't translate to NFL?
Well, because you're not playing the best of the best. You're just playing the best of your conference.
And they're just bigger than everybody else and faster than everybody else. But they don't even need to watch film.
Well, it's bull crap. Going to the game and don't want just because you bigger and
But
faster.
how come they can like win all those games? Didn't Jamarcus Russell win games?
Jamarcus Russell won the LSU though. It ain't like he won from Toledo.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
when you talk about teams, like put him at U of I, he don't win a game. Put him at Cal. What do we do? You know what I'm saying? That defense,
He had talent
LSU,
around him.
The defense. I mean, LSU come with defense every time.
So he's not on the field that much.
Not disrespecting him. He did what he did. He got the arm talent, all that.
Right, that's why I believe him. Remember at the the seniors when he threw that bitch
80 yards on the knee.
Bro, I
Yeah.
was like,
We talked about that for a long time, but that's just arm strength. Look,
You can't just win with your arms strength.
I ain't even gonna say that.
That's what I was gonna say. Like,
there's nobody going against you. They ain't got nothing to do with football. That's what I'm saying. That's why, like, I like working 1-on-1s and 7-on-7s, but I'm not big on it because it's not true football. The quarterback back there with no arm and hands and nobody pressuring him to deliver a pass.
Mm-hmm.
So of course he gonna look great. The receiver out there, and 9 times out of 10 he ain't got to worry about his head getting knocked off. So yeah, he gonna go up in the air and catch that pass. Not saying a lot of them aren't great and gonna do that regardless, but a lot of people don't transition from 7-on-7 to actual football, live contact football.
Yeah, we used
You know
to play 7-on-7s and stuff like that. And they're cool, but it's definitely not hitting. People run around a lot, you know what I mean? And
every year I was in
but
high school, we
when
had
you
a
had
girl.
them pass that
It's a
situation.
different ballgame. Every year in
Bro,
high school, we had
yeah.
a girl tryout. Every single year. All the way
Oh,
up.
and are we about to go here already?
No, it's no disrespect to female. I think girls can play football. My daughter liked football. I don't got no problem with that. What I'm saying is she would play and she would dominate drills and all that stuff, do what she do, up until them pads came.
Yeah.
That's different ball. Now I can. It's different. She left. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't able to take it. Not saying girls can't. It's girls playing right now, doing what they do. I seen one that's a safety and she be hit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they can, play, but I feel like they should have a full league for women. I don't think they should come over because if you give her the opportunity on that left, Aaron Donald benching 500 pounds. He just catch her slipping. Name a woman benching 350. You know what I'm saying? Like that don't even. It's what was LaRon Landry, the Hulk, the safety. Like she tried to run up on Julio. She gonna break her fucking neck.
LaRon Landry went
The
to
Hulk.
LSU.
I believe so.
No, because I'm thinking of Juice Landry.
Or
Jarvis Landry. He went to LSU. LaRon Landry.
No, LaRon Landry went
No, I gotta look it up. No. Oh, LaRon Landry.
I know he out the league for juicing.
No, for real?
Yeah, big Oak.
Wait, it says he went to LSU.
That's true.
Yeah, he went to LSU.
Yeah, that boy gone.
Is he really gone for his juicing? Damn, he was always
Big ass,
big,
man.
yeah. But
He's fucking garbage too. Big
so-
ass Lawrence couldn't do shit.
so we got right off into football,
Yeah, well, hey.
and then but I'd like to talk about, first where me and you met. It's pretty funny because we're at my mom's house, and you used to live across the street.
Right across the street, where it all started. Well, kind of.
And it's like, when we first met, I was like, I don't know, dude. Because he had like a Monte Carlo, and I was just like,
Not supposed to have that.
and I was just like, damn, dude. So, anyways, I used to like go like down the street to Kyle's crib, and like, I'm not gonna exactly say what was being said or whatever, but I was just like, it's cool. Like, I'll see y'all around, just keeping it cordial and stuff like that. Because just like, I feel like where I'm from, you get close to people and then they might rob you. You know what I mean? So I wasn't really trying to make like any new friends. But then one day, I hollered at you, and like we met in the street and stuff like that. And I think
That was after we seen each other at the game, though. We played.
yeah,
We played the flag game.
y'all beat us in the championship.
Was that the championship?
Yeah, it was Super Bowl. I was with that other team.
Oh yeah, we had to come back at halftime.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
my bad for the pick. It'd be like that sometimes. No, but yeah, we that game. Then we seen each other at the crib. Like, hold on, wait, you that dude from the game?
Mm-hmm.
And shit,
That was funny.
it took off ever since. It was funny because that game right there, I was pissed off half the fucking game. We was playing like, we were playing horribly as a team. Like, and I know half the season I missed. But yeah, we were playing horribly as a team. We beat y'all earlier in the season. We beat
You're
beat
the
y'all
only team
bad.
that beat us.
Beat them bad.
You're
And
the only
then
team that beat us.
championship game, we down at halftime.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow.
Because we didn't really have any plays. Y'all had like plays.
Man, we ain't had no plays. Give it to Mick. He was out of there.
Mm-hmm.
That boy was gone. That's all it was. And then Eric get the short down stuff. What was the quarterback? Neff. Man, yeah. They just had, like, offensively, they just had too many weapons. They ain't really do nothing special. Them boys just had too many weapons. But on defense, we was nasty. I used to be bored half the game. He wouldn't throw the ball my way.
It's funny. That shit was fun as hell, bro. I was just thinking about that. Like, I remember I used to have to go against the offensive linemen stuff. I used to be killing them. I used to have to make the quarterbacks run all the time.
Yeah, I ain't got time for all that running. Nah.
But, okay, so after we met, then come to find out that you really, really fuck with football. You know what I mean? Like, there's some people who, like, you know, might watch football. Like, I'm not going to say any names, but I got some friends who, like, didn't play football, but they watch football. I'm like, bro, you're like watching a TV show right now. You don't know what it feels like when it's 4th and 1,
right.
End of the game,
right.
This is the last play. So it's like, they're like, oh, this person, look at his stats. I'm like, bro, he's soft.
Right.
I've seen him give up.
It's two different.
I've seen him.
Watching
you know what I mean?
and knowing is two different ball games.
Exactly. So, like, I be seeing these players and stuff like that, and I be like, bro, I don't know, man. They be looking kind of funny. I don't really be fucking with it like that.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like,
I can't watch games with everybody for that reason. Like, if you ain't never been out there,
don't be watching games.
I like how I'm gonna sit there and argue back and forth with a person who ain't never made a tackle.
Thank you. Like, okay, so you might have, like, let's say Derrick Henry in the open field, you know, and you got like a small corner, and he's like, oh, why didn't you make the play? It's like,
Well, you don't know nothing about what just
bro.
You don't know what just happened right there.
Bro, like, all right, I'm Derrick Henry's side. I'm like, bro, go outside right now.
Now tackle me.
Let's go.
Right now.
Bro, yeah, I'll give you $100. You tackle
and
me.
I ain't going to do no juke. I'm just going to run at you.
Straight up.
Tackle me.
And that's what they don't understand. I'm like, bro.
But this person did it. But, yeah, Jalen Ramsey is 6'1", 215 or something like that.
And he's a freak, and he's just diving at the knee. Or he be grabbing, but
he's used to being the aggressor because his size. You feel me? So now I'm going up against, I'm the aggressor. He's not worried about nothing.
Yeah.
A lot of people they got to college and wasn't the aggressor no more.
Right.
They instantly got there and it was just, let me lock this man down.
Yeah.
That's my game. Lock this man down. So when they get to the league, they know I'm not hitting dude. Let me ankle pick. Let me slow him down a little bit so whoever can get over here. But I ain't touching dude. I get paid $80 million to lock him down, not to tackle him. Like, hey, my bonus say 5 picks, not 50 tackles. Like,
that's real.
Look at my
and that's really what they be thinking too.
I got to get my 5 picks. My family got to eat.
So if I get hurt with this big ass dude,
I'm trying to tackle.
It's a run play.
I just watched his Instagram. He running through brick walls. Now you want me to waste $80 million on trying to tackle?
Instagram.
Come on, man, dude, a freak.
Bro, he's big as
Marshawn Lynch, same thing. Like some of them people, like, okay, if I throw a shoulder into him and I break my collarbone, I don't get my money. I get my guarantee, but I don't get my bonuses.
Right,
I
and I can't play anymore.
Yeah,
and I might not get picked anymore by
jersey sales. Might be the final year of my I can't risk my body.
That's real,
especially in this day and age.
So like, where did you like start your football playing game times? Like, my first year was freshman year of high school.
First time ever.
First time ever.
No pot one or nothing.
No pot one or nothing. My parents said that I'd get hurt. They wouldn't let me. I played soccer. That's where I got like my speed from and stuff like that.
I know people that play soccer, but that kind of help you with football. It's almost the same. It's a lot of similarities. But I started in third grade.
Third grade. Okay.
Yeah. I went to a few elementary schools in the hood per se, and I ain't know nothing about JFL.
Robert Love, what up?
What up, man?
Hey, that's my dog right there. Just know he played at Pahokee. He was the quarterback at Pahokee, and he was up for Mr. Football against Tim Tebow. And they won like 3 state championships and shit like that.
Let
and he moved to Palm Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why he ain't coaching?
I mean, I don't know if he's here anymore, but this is back in the day. He's coming on the podcast. We're gonna talk about it.
I need to talk to him. Hey, let me add you. But when I started in third grade when I went to the school in a nice neighborhood. They had flyers everywhere for football, and I just took it to my mom and said I wanted to do it, and I never stopped from there. Now we always played in the hood, you know how that football goes, but that ain't football until you really got to put on them pads and really see what's going on. Even then, I had a girl on my team. My first year playing football.
Really?
Big, tall girl. She was a monster, too. She was the best player on the team. I was track.
Damn.
I lost my...
Girls were bigger than guys back then.
I lost my starting running back job to my boy Al James, who ended up being the O lineman, D lineman for like the rest of his career. He played running back. Took my job that year.
Damn.
I was trash. And then shit. Next year, from next year on, I ain't gonna say I was a star, but I started, you know, becoming what I became.
Can I ask you a question? So I never played PAL, right?
Right.
But every time I watch PAL, it's like the kids, like, they don't know what they're doing. They're kind of, some of them kind of do. Some of them, they do like little option plays and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But every time I hear kids talk about it, they're like, it was the state championship. I was like, bro, I'm gonna be real, and like, I probably can't say this because I didn't play PAL, but like, y'all look like y'all didn't even know what you were doing. But everybody talks like they knew what they were doing.
PAL.
But do you see what I'm saying? Like, look at the kids now. They don't look like they know what they're doing half the time.
I watched PAL. It's right around the corner from where I used to live, where they practice and stuff. And in my opinion, my kid had never played PAL. You play every single position.
That I was just like, bro, like, so I really wasn't missing out on anything. I feel like
no. Well, that's PAL. You know, they still got Part 1 or different type of different leagues and stuff that you could have played in, which you still made something out of yourself, so you kind of didn't miss out on nothing. You probably preserved some of your body and probably ain't got them brain problems a lot of us got. So
playing soccer, get my wind underneath me.
It's a good thing for some and a bad thing for some. I'm ready for my son to play, but at the same time, I'm not. He's 5, but I know how I was, and he kind of got an attitude like me, and I just don't want him to.
He's 5, and you say you're ready for him to play?
He ready to play.
How do you know he's ready to play?
He'll tell you right now.
So, does he watch football?
Yeah.
Does he have a favorite team?
No. He's not into it as far as like he'll come watch the
NFL
just
with interested
me.
In
Yeah, he'll watch Madden. You put a football in his hand, he gonna tell you, I'm about to score a touchdown. He's gone. You take the football, so he gonna come tackle you. He know how to stick his foot in the dirt, cut. You know how to catch. You know what I'm saying? I was teaching my kids how to catch 1 and 2, stuff like that. Like, yeah.
So you can catch.
Yeah, you can catch.
Okay, let me ask you this. How do you feel about like the CTE type thing?
That's why I don't want my son to play now. Because I've never been tested or anything, but you know what I'm saying, from what they say symptoms are, I feel like I have some of them symptoms. And
Me too.
I feel like it's because I started so early with how my aggression is, and that he got that aggression. That's why I don't want to put him in.
Yeah.
I seen a video on Facebook of that little boy getting ran over. Lovely video. I have no problem with it. That's football. The other parents should have taught his son to get low, and he would have made that tackle because the boy didn't get low. He just bent over and put a helmet on him.
And you know, the crazy thing is, like, I feel like you said, it could be safer if, like, you know, the kids were a little bit safer, you know what I mean?
I think it's the parents.
Okay.
A lot of these parents throw their kid in these sports and don't teach them nothing. Now, single moms and stuff, I understand. But
as a dad home,
don't throw them in tackle football. Go throw that man that flag, which all states, that's something I want to get into. All states don't have that opportunity. Because I know in Illinois, we play flag. I could have played flag. Like, my little brother started in flag, 4 years younger than me. He started in flag. I started in tackle because of my age. But here in Florida, you could freaking play flag from 3 to 14, never play tackle, and still probably be a ranked player or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Fast as hell and shit like that. And then you go play at a high school. Now you can catch and run. You know,
cuts, all that. You nice.
But then you might get that stick put on you.
Well, some people built for it.
Yeah.
And then you got to think how the game is changing now. You really don't got to worry about that stick. A lot of people, one, not built like that. Two, is taking out the game. A lot of people don't do it. You getting ejected in high school for it. You know what I mean? I got a couple of my safeties got ejected at St. Joe. Yeah, we gonna hit you. Yeah.
So, do you believe in like the old school game? Like,
Oh, yeah.
okay, so how do you feel about these new safety rules?
Hey.
Because I feel like he's like, it's an unprotected player. I'm like, bro, what the hell does that even
Peak
mean?
game.
He's
Peak
got
game.
pads on.
Peak game. So why ain't they same rule for the running back when he getting the handoff on the exchange?
Yeah. You can just clean his ass.
You can kill him. I've seen plenty of times
I've
where the
done
running
it.
back is getting the
The
ball.
quarterback turns around and has the ball.
Dead meat.
Yeah.
That's the same unprotected player as a receiver jumping, catching the ball. He don't know what the hell is going on because I'm focused on what my task at hand. So you got the defenseless receiver downfield, but this running back got to get creamed every single time. I'm coming off a play action handoff.
Mm-hmm.
This DN gonna kill me and run to the quarterback.
Yeah.
Where's my defense? I'm defenseless as hell because I gotta play action. I gotta act right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
It's crap to me. And then the touching of the quarterback. So if I do this to the quarterback, it's a penalty. That ain't my fault. Half the time the D
They be
lineman,
ducking their head down.
well, the D lineman don't push me. I'm just got my hands up. I got pushed. That's a reaction from my body. What I'm supposed to do?
Or he like turns into
Yeah,
you or
like-
something like.
This stuff is getting outrageous. Is just for the offense. You
They know it's a dangerous game and they're trying to lighten it up some, but it's like it's not
Well,
a lighten up game.
It's gonna hurt them in the long run
Yeah.
because only thing that's gonna happen is defensive players are gonna get one taller. So you're gonna see more 6'4", 6'5" safeties and corners, and then the D linemen are gonna be looking like wide receivers. They're just gonna be going past the D end's gonna be nothing. Linebackers gonna be Devin Whites. Everybody gonna be. That's how you gotta match up with not being able to touch receivers, not being able to hit them as soon as they catch them. I gotta let this dude make a football action before I tackle him.
Sorry, what? It's like
What? Come
Make
on,
an
man.
action.
Come
Yeah.
on, man. Like, and that's how you got to adapt with the game. So if I'm taller and I
so.
can
I don't want to.
affect more stuff.
I don't want to go on record or anything like that, but I will say this: I'd be like, bro, hit him. We're gonna take the penalty because he ain't coming across that bitch next time in the middle.
Okay, so
But I can't tell kids to do. I'm not telling them to hit him, but it's like, bro, don't hold up because I don't want my kid to get injured.
I coach DBs. You know what
Which
I'm
is the
saying?
position we're talking about.
I coach the DBs, and we gonna hit you. There's ways to hit clean.
Yeah, there's ways to get.
So like,
Hit the numbers or something. Go for the numbers.
I'm gonna hit you in the chest. You gonna know I was here. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a fight. When I press
They
you,
be,
I'm gonna hit
they
you
be
in the
ducking
chest.
their head.
They duck it. We get low. We come up.
Yeah.
It's form tackling. I go back to the base. That's a lot of these coaches' problems, players' problems is they out here
They be
just
going
trying.
straight for the numbers.
I'm just tackling. I'm just leading with my head up. Go back to the basics. Go read the books where you get low and you rise up and you hit. You know what I'm saying? That's how I go back.
That's how
and I
Jalen
teach
Ramsey
my-
tackles.
That's how I went back and taught my D. I got a DB at the Jacksonville school right now being coached by Nolan Carroll, ex-NFL DB. He love him. He love him. Just switched him over to safety. He love him. The man can tackle. He can cover. We took it back to the basics with both of them. Whatever you learned, scratch that. They just taught you how to play football. I'm going to teach you how to play
Yeah.
football.
Be like a chess piece. Right.
Be a factor on the field. Your side of the field, they're not going to want to come to.
So, I'm trying to become like a position coach too. Like, what is it like being a position coach? Like,
I love it.
you legit just coach the DBs.
Yeah.
So when practice happens, they do their little team thing. I mean, they do the little running, the stretching. Y'all go separate into positions. And then you go over drills and stuff like that, talk to them about stuff, coach them up, talk to them.
And that's why, like,
What do you be saying to them? Like,
trying to change their mindset. Because football is a mindset thing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
If it's all mindset. I don't care how dominant that team is over there. If they mindset messed up, they can lose that game. You know what I'm saying? It's a mindset. So I try to change a lot of my players' mindset because a lot of these kids nowadays, they don't want no contact. So that's the first thing I try to instill in my players.
Contact.
Contact. Because that's how we going to win. Like, offensively, they don't want to get hit. And we know that.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to hit defensively too, his little physicality that he's bringing to the table is enough to make you fold. We lost.
That's real.
So if you bring just a little bit more than him,
As defense, we got to go forward.
you got to bring a little
We're
bit
not
more.
catching nothing.
We the hitters.
We're doing the damage. We're not getting caught and going backwards. We're going that way.
We want I'm not gonna blame that on the first playoff win, but I promise you it was a big factor in
Y'all won the playoff
at St. Joe when I was there. My
was that,
final
you said
year.
the first ever playoff?
First in 100 years. First playoff win in school history, 100-year school history.
Who'd y'all beat?
Osceola Christian. They were like, I think number three in our region at that time.
Wow. Where are they from?
Right by Tallahassee.
Wow. So how were your DBs that year?
Two all-state DBs.
Were they all state before you got there?
Nah,
Really?
not even close.
How do you get to all state?
Put them in position to make plays. Because I'm not gonna say that they're better than any other person in the state, but they listened and they did what I told them to get in position to make plays. One of them, I'm not like. No knock on him, but he don't have the D1 athletic ability. He held a D1 receiver to one reception, negative 3 yards.
He caught like a Zeke
screen
play.
pass, he got tackled.
Let's go, baby.
This dude is nowhere near a D1 caliber. Like he thought he had the mindset. I told him his mindset.
And so he saw the thing, and then he seen when he took his steps back, he came forward with it.
Me as a DB coach,
You coach him that.
I'm watching how you run your routes. I'm watching what you do on run plays, what you do on pass plays. You know, if the pass not coming to you and you know it, you run your routes lazy. I'm telling my DB, if he lazy, look for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm studying film. I don't just watch film and okay, this the play. I'm studying my opponent. So then when I go teach my DB, I'm teaching them what your opposition is going to do. So then, like, when we line up in practice and we run our team and we going over their plays, I'm telling the receiver, hey, run this route like this. Or I might go run receiver to mimic what you're going to go against. So you gonna know. So instead of just knowing the play, you going to know head to toe what you about to go up against all week.
And so let me see. Now, All-State, what do you think got them to All-State? Was it like the picks? Was it like the tackles? Was it like...
I don't even think Kes had a pick this year. Did he have a pick his senior year? If he did, he might have had one or two. His junior year, he led the state. First 3 games, he had 5 picks.
Damn.
He led the nation. I want to say he was number 3 or number 4 in the nation in interceptions week 3 his junior year.
Damn.
After that, they stopped throwing to his side of the field. That's what gets you to All-State.
That's a crazy part.
They stopped throwing to your side. When your side of the field, that's locked down.
Really?
They wouldn't throw to his side of the field.
So if you don't have stats like that, then
Bro,
you're going to go...
I'm not going to say that. Because some people got 80 tackles, 17 interceptions. That's All-State stats, too. But when you go watch film and every game they throwing over there because him and you got receivers, I couldn't do nothing.
And then
he got the fast. He's not.
You lock down their better receivers?
Oh, yeah. We press man. I don't care who you is. I don't respect you. You beat me. You listen. I respect my D-line coach and my linebacker coach and my D-line and my linebackers to get there. You gonna have to dance right here. I'm gonna mess up this time. We gonna mess this timing up. It's not gonna be. And if you do complete it, there ain't no touchdown.
Okay.
We gonna have we gonna have some fun right here. I don't respect you. I don't care who you is. I don't respect you.
Because a
Why
lot
am I
of
supposed to be scared of you?
times, a lot of times when you press, if you miss, then it's
You ain't gotta press every time.
okay.
You just gotta make him think you is.
Yeah,
And I ain't gotta press you once. If I got you here already,
that's
it's a
real.
mindset.
Because you coming off the line.
It's a mind. You scared already. And I'm not gonna say that's what happened to the receiver that he locked down, but I think that's what happened to the offensive coordinator. I think the offensive coordinator, we can't throw on this guy.
Damn.
That's why he didn't try to throw on that guy. The deep ball, he lock it down. We mess up your timing. Deep ball is, I ain't gonna say all timing, but most of the time timing. You that quarterback know I'm about to lob it to this receiver. I know where my boy at. We messing up that time. It was incomplete, in the dirt.
Because
Like,
couldn't get off the line.
not clean.
Yeah.
You're not getting off clean.
If you did in practice, they got to go run.
It just depends on
How you miss.
what happened. Because if you're not following technique, see, I'm more gay, look, technique thing. Not doing that. if you don't listen to the technique and you get beat, yes, I'm gonna say something. I might not make you run all the time. You might up down something, but you gonna hear something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always on my players. I don't. Yeah, it's okay next time. No, we gonna talk about this.
Yeah.
Even on the good. Listen, you did this wrong. We need to correct this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one of them coaches. Like I demand perfection.
Mm-hmm.
I know you can't be perfect, but I want you to try to be perfect.
It's like Alabama type.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think about it though. You know what you're supposed to do, bro.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know we prepared for this. We watched film for this.
Mm-hmm.
We studied this. We know what we're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Go out there and do what you're supposed to do, and do what you're supposed to do. Don't go do what he's supposed to do. Go
Yeah.
do what you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I just tell my boys to go play your game.
Mm-hmm.
My 4 DBs. That's all I used to tell them. Don't worry about the linebackers. Like, do your job.
Mm-hmm.
Cover your man. Come up and make the tackle. Whatever you got to do. Set the edge. Do your job, and we gonna be straight.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't do your job, we're effed up because we are the last line of defense. Like we're it.
Yeah.
On the outside corners, if they get past you, it's bye-bye.
Mm-hmm.
Safeties, they get past you, it's bye-bye. We the last line. Do our job, we straight. So that we the
And
good
when
time.
you get caught reading and you see that ball go up, you're like, oh my God.
I studied with this little NFL coach, so I kind of read a little different. And I kind of teach my DB, my safeties, basically to read it like that. So because I teach them, I want you talking.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of the NFL and all that, you know, even during COVID, they still had chatter from fans and stuff. So you don't hear the player chatter because a lot of people don't know about the communication that goes into the game.
Mm-hmm.
People talking the whole dang play, but you don't know that. So
Right.
a lot of these kids just out here quiet on the field, going through talk. Because if all 11 of y'all know it's a pass
Right.
at the hike of the ball,
Mm-hmm.
then we all can get in position to stop the pass. But if 7 people think it's a pass and the other folk think it's a run,
Mm-hmm.
somebody can get toe up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So communication is key. So I try to get my safeties talking. You know what I'm saying? I try to get my safeties and corners to talk as much as they can. And that's what keep everything, you know what I'm saying, flowing as far as my containment in. Everybody else I can't speak for.
So, what's your favorite position, and then what position did you play in high school?
Safety and safety.
Safety, strong or free?
Strong.
So, for the people who don't know, explain the difference between strong and free.
Strong is more you kind of a hybrid linebacker. You could cover, but you could tackle very very well. Free is more of your corner who can tackle really well, but can't cover as good as a corner.
Really?
Sometimes.
Is that what free safety?
Sometimes, because Ed Reed, to me, can cover better than
Was he strong or free?
free.
Who is the strong man?
Well, they cycled through
They
strong.
did struggle.
Like,
I always thought he played strong
had-
because he would always come down.
But that's Ed Reed. Troy Polamalu wasn't strong.
Okay.
Earl Thomas is a free. Cam was the strong, but Earl still came downhill. You know what I'm saying?
Who was covering the back then?
They know that leaves
Sherman and
they know what's going. We locked down. My corners is locked down. They don't. Who covering the back? You locked down.
if there's only
You
one or
got
two
Brandon.
receivers, they're
Brandon
playing
Bowen
man.
was 6'5". This man 6'4". The receivers locked down.
Brandon Bowen, is that corner?
I mean, not Brandon, but what was the dude name?
Richard Sherman?
Bronner.
Oh yeah,
Brandon
Bronner.
Bronner, the
I know.
6'4" corner.
Damn.
Like they was too big. You got 6'4", 6'4", 6'4", and then you got a fucking 5'10" free safety who run a 4.4 and ain't scared to hit nothing.
Who was that? Earl Thomas?
Yeah, UT project. A lot of them Texas, man, them Texas safeties used to be
Just wanting to kill you.
used to
Like they
be-
want.
used to.
They wanted to kill you. What do you mean by used to? Not anymore.
I don't know what Texas produced no more for real.
The last person I know that came out went to Tennessee Titans. That Hispanic dude. His name was like Vielo or something like that. Or can't think of his name right now.
And UT fell off like back in the 2000s, like UT.
But
one of them.
So how was your high school career? Like not you as a person, but how'd your team do?
Team wise, we weren't really that good until my senior year. Leading up to my senior year, we went. My freshman team was the same as my senior year. We went 2-7.
Mm-hmm.
We did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But I was starting varsity sophomore, junior, senior year. We were trash sophomore and junior year, 2-7 both years. And then, oh my bad, freshman year we went 7-2. My freshman team went 7-2. Varsity went 4-5. And then my sophomore year we went. Was that Bub senior year? Yeah, that was Bub senior year. So we went 4-5 also. Bub, Marcus Wilkins, he ended up going to play receiver at U of I.
Receiver at University of Illinois.
Yeah, he caught the game-winning touchdown against Ohio State when Ohio State to knock him off when it was like
I remember
number
that.
2. He was like
remember
number 3.
That was like Upset City.
Yeah, it was.
Dang.
That was Bub caught that. I think he had 2 on that game, but that was his senior year. Dude was crazy.
Hey, real quick, if y'all could share this for us, I appreciate it. Whoever's watching this, just press the share button.
Share it twice.
Share it twice. But so how was the recruiting up there?
Horrible.
Horrible?
Bro, like, I tell you honestly, if you ain't that prototypical player, then you ain't heard of. So you gotta have that side. Like we had one dude in my school, Mackenzie Goodman. I think kid came in 6'1", 220, something like that.
Freshman?
6'2", yeah, like dude, you'll see him right now, like
my freshman year.
Size, bro.
Yeah, my freshman year I was like 5'7", and then I was like 120. Then I was like 5'9", then I was 5'11", then I was 6'2".
Nah, bro, we done had some people come in. Mo Dampier, he went to the University of Oklahoma. He was #1 defensive tackle in the nation his senior year. That man, 6'4", he was like 6'4", I want to say 280, something like that. Big boy.
It's like LeBron James.
Windmilling, like all this. Like playing tight end, scoring dude was unreal. You feel me?
Yeah.
They D1 easy. We had a couple corners. We got a couple people who done went D1, but they got that prototypical.
Yeah.
But we done had some people who have the ability to play on the D1 level. But
down
they
in
don't.
Florida, you can be small and you can
don't
slide.
matter.
You can go anywhere because you're from. It says Florida at the end of your name.
That's it. I tell people that all the time. Bro, just go try. It say Florida.
Yeah.
You from Florida. Once they see the city in Florida, they gonna give you the try.
Bro, I swear to God, and this is messed up. But when I look at colleges, I look at who's from Florida from the team.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, you got a receiver.
You talking about colleges?
Okay, you got a running back.
College, NFL.
Yeah.
It could be another freaking high school team.
Yeah.
They be transferring. You know how many people talk about IMG so much. I love what IMG doing. I wish more teams could do it.
Bradenton, yeah.
I love what they're doing. I wish more teams could do it. But you got people traveling from freaking Cali and Texas and all this to play for this school.
You know who I found out?
The best.
You know who I found out there? The Texas A&M quarterback. I always look at people's Wikipedia and their backgrounds and shit like that. This dude went to high school in Texas, right? His dad transferred him to Bradenton, Florida. Yeah. He went to IMG. He won a state championship like twice, and then he moved back to Texas.
You know, Buki Randall Hines played safety for the University of Oklahoma. He was out in California for, I think, 2 years, and then transferred over there to IMG.
Bro, and I'm just like, what the hell? People are kind of like raping our situation now.
Well, I know one kid.
They're like, fuck that. I want my kid to play somewhere.
Well, some of these schools want you.
True.
They, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I take care of his tuition. Why not send my son to this school where the whole coaching staff played in the NFL?
Then they might buy you a house on the low.
I mean, I don't need that.
Yeah,
I can stay here. You're not gonna trust a staff full of NFL players. They're paying the tuition. 30 other kids that went there and went to the NFL. Like, there's schools like that out here.
I just found out who are those two brothers that went to Ohio State, the white dudes that are really good. Like now that they're in the league. One of them played for
the Bosa brothers.
Bosa, yeah. They both went to St. Thomas Aquinas. Yeah. And I live like 20 minutes from there now in South Florida.
That's another one that's pumping them.
It's funny because, like, I'm not really going to get into this anymore, but, like, is it weird? Let's say if you have a girl, be like, I still want them to go there and do track or something like that. You know what I mean? Because their whole system is good.
Yeah, it's like the Bulls.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Like, shit, the Bulls, I don't think they won a football state championship, not in the last 5 years, but you don't think if they called my son, I wouldn't say bye?
Bro, because they're the truth, and their the quality of their stadium,
Yeah,
and their
we
facilities.
went up there. We 7-on-7.
Yeah,
We gave them some fun. We had some fun up there. They got a turf field and stuff. What?
bro,
What?
bro,
Come on, man. Just some schools out here like that, but all states don't got schools like that.
that's true.
It's not advantages
True.
like that everywhere. You know, you go out Cali, Texas, Nevada, Florida. You can do that, but every state don't got the advantage that. Let me jump to all these private school, prep school, good schools, and some school cities. If you don't live there, you pretty much screwed.
That's true.
Like
That's crazy.
You look at Illinois
because they're not gonna allow anyone else to like go there type shit. Yeah.
You look at Illinois, man. Like, if you're not in a too much of a major city, you really never get exposure because the way they do they football scheduling and stuff. You basically play your area. So how you get exposure?
Like, you got to go to states or something.
Yeah,
like that, regional playoffs.
I come here to Florida. We got a game in Temple. What? We two-way football while we going to Temple.
Let's
It's
go,
like,
baby.
we play
rocking
everywhere.
with them, bro.
That's you know what I'm saying. That's how you get seen, and that's a lot of these states' problem. They kill
in
it
the camps.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't.
Because I remember I went to a camp with the Pouncey twins. I went to a camp with a lot of
The
people.
camp get you exposure as far as getting seen by the schools, but
Yeah.
you still gotta be a football player.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, you went to the camp with the Pouncey twins, but if y'all went down there and also played them, now you dominated them at the camp, and I got you dominating them live game. You that deal for real.
Right.
You just snuck under the radar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's an opportunity. But in Illinois, one, shit, you ain't getting that. You ain't going to that camp unless you that deal. And then two, we ain't got no Pouncey twins.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The ones that is that deal, they go to East St. Louis or they in Chicago. Other than that, you don't too much hear about nothing but a quarterback that's really good coming out of there. We done had a few quarterbacks come out of Illinois that's really good, but other than that, you don't really get no recognition unless you at a bigger school.
That's real.
Like,
So now I don't want to be like, oh, what's better, Illinois or Florida football? You know what I mean? But like, out of Florida, Cali, Texas, what do you think?
oh, Florida. Okay, so this is my take on Texas football. Period. That shit. I mean, that stuff is garbage.
Really?
Yeah.
What about their running backs? What about their quarterbacks?
I'm not saying their players are garbage. Their football is garbage.
How so?
It's a politic game, man. Like, you got money.
Coaches get paid.
Yeah, but the coaches get paid under the table a lot too because they got different politics.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole different ballgame. Hey, man, son need to be starting this week.
Gotcha.
Alabama coming.
Yeah, that's real.
Texas football ain't the same, man. How many Texas people you see? Oh, this dude come from Texas. Flop, 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 flop. California, same thing. It's so much money, they get the exposure, and it make them seem like they're better than they are. Them St. Brown brothers, all of them was nice. They all was okay. But they wasn't what they made them seem. Them boys all on ESPN and everything, like they was finna be three brothers in the NFL, like them ball boys.
That brings a valid point, because one thing I realize is like, I feel like this is kind of the truth. Like, in California, they're coming from like LA or like Oakland.
Bro, it's money. It's nothing but money. The whole state.
Right. And like they're breeding from like other NFL teams stuff. Now I'd say like
I retired from the NFL, I'm moving to Cali. I retired from the NFL, I'm moving to Florida.
Yeah, exactly. So
I'm not moving back to Chicago.
they're not.
Yeah,
They're not moving to They're not moving to Kansas.
No. Now some people do. You know what I'm saying?
And they like try and help out the communities. A lot of people move to Miami or Florida in general. They move to like Palm Coast, St. Pete, the Bradenton area. They're really beautiful.
Hey, come work for me. You just retired.
And it's beautiful there.
Come on.
It's beautiful.
Like,
It's Southern California,
Texas,
Southern Florida.
they moved to Texas and go get 67,000 acres. They moved to Nevada and go get some land. They not, you know what I'm saying? That's and that money is out there and it's getting them that exposure. It's a whole different level. And then you got to think, okay, so out in Cali, there's freaking camps and Nike all the time because you got 63 ex-NFL players calling. Hey, man, it's Darren Sproles. I'm over here at Spruce High School in Texas, cracks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll be there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, just because that dude is there.
Right.
And he ain't nobody but a booster, but he called because his son go to that school. He tried to get him some exposure.
That's crazy.
But I called Nike. They were like, so what you want, to spend $5,000 on some merch or something? No, come check us out. We got this kid who really should be. Man, if you don't get off my line, send him to a rivals camp. We ain't trying to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Where you located? You in Florida? No, I'm in Washington, Illinois. Oh, man, if you don't get off my line, he's 6'5", 240, running for it. Man, send him to a combine. We'll check him out there. They still not gonna come. It
That's
just
crazy.
like it's nah, man. But
I feel
I'll
like
come to Florida.
Yeah, I feel like any city in Florida, you might pull some heat out of there.
I feel like any city anywhere, you could probably pull some heat out.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The only reason why I say Florida be having the biggest advantage is because I could come see how good you are whenever I want to in Florida, because it's always like this. You know what I'm saying? So like
I
in
could be
December,
playing flag football in December.
well, no, in December I'm a coach from Northern Illinois. I'm stop using Illinois. I'm from North Dakota State. It is 2 degrees up there right now. I just came to Florida. It's 85. Hey kid, have y'all seen John? Oh yeah, he's at the park playing 7-on-7. I get to pull up to you, see you out there playing 7-on-7. Oh, that's that one kid from that high school. We was looking at him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you go to Illinois and you go see that same kid with that same talent, he in basketball season getting dunked on by the next Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
So you like, oh man, he ain't what I thought, because he ain't that good at basketball. But basketball ain't football.
That's crazy.
Or he get ready for indoor track.
You really can only see him through these.
Yeah.
Wow.
We don't got no spring, bro. When I came down here, man, and they was like, yeah, we finna get ready for spring ball. I'm like, what is spring ball? I thought my football coaching was done. I'm like, I thought I coached.
It's like a season in itself, because you practice for that one game.
One game.
You practice.
I ain't gonna say one game, because you kind of practice it for your kickoff classic too. Because I mean, you got the summer and your freshmen come in, so you getting you getting a good look into what I got before my freshmen come in.
Yeah.
Because I might have a freshman that, hey, man, I
spots.
seen you play this game in the spring. You ain't better than him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it gives you a
He's
good.
like, we need a quarterback. I see this jit come out here.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
slinging it. He running.
I seen you in the damn. You was scared. You tucked your tail a couple times on some contact.
Right,
Now we gonna get this jit to try.
Yeah.
That it give you a good view. Which Illinois is cold. They doing track. There's people playing baseball and soccer in the spring.
That's crazy.
Ain't nobody that got time for football.
Damn.
Now we are lifting weights and stuff. Some schools probably do a little workouts and stuff, but I've never heard of no spring flag or spring football league in Illinois, in which I think they should change, because you can even go indoor with it. Why you can't do an indoor flag 7-on-7 for the spring?
That's true, especially now they're making a lot of more indoor places.
Come on, man. It's opportunities to get these kids to steal, but you gotta want it and you gotta see it. And
one thing about football though is like receivers catching passes on the sideline and shit. Like, what are you gonna run into bleachers or something, or a wall?
Nah, man, we got an indoor facility called the Decatur Sports Center. Oh, man, we can go up there so I can show you. We play football there all the time. It's three. They drop the nets. It's 3 different basketball courts, full court. You lift the nets up, it's a full-length football field.
Wow.
Or soccer, indoor soccer.
That's tight.
And they got a wall around it, which is plastic, with the plastic soccer glass that they use, so you can't get hurt. We bumped into it playing basketball, football, whatever. It don't hurt. You know what I'm saying? And then now we talking about football. You're used to contact anyway.
Right.
So you get pushed into that. You get pushed into a linebacker on the field. Which one hurt worse, that plastic forgiving wall, or that linebacker whose helmet went through your brain too?
That's a good point.
I mean.
So you told me you were trying to like do something. I wanted you to talk to me a little bit about it with like the kids in the camp and your homeboy. You wanted to talk about him?
All right. So my boy Isaac, shout out to Isaac Wilson and Decatur Gators.
What up, Isaac? Decatur Gators.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of any Gators. I'm a Hurricanes fan, but it's hard for me to say the word Gators.
Oh,
but anyways, go ahead.
Hey,
I'm
I don't like
traumatized.
Gators either, but I rep them. But what he's doing up there, we had JFL in my town, which is us playing each other. The town split up into different teams just in the town. Then they start kind of explaining and playing little teams around the town. He's doing it totally different. He got a youth travel team. They going to different cities in Illinois and out of state playing teams and stuff, getting kids the exposure that, say, Florida, Texas, California teams is giving these players, and that's how these teams and these players is getting on the map from a young age. How you think you know about these kids getting interviewed in Cali and he from Florida? Because his youth team is taking them everywhere.
Yeah, it's
They're
like
not
AAU
just,
basketball.
Yeah, they're not just. It's all adapting. Everything is changing. The game is changing, and you got to be ready for the change. So he.
You see Siobhan?
Yeah. He changing the game with that, getting a lot of exposure for his team. They playing in the St. Louis League this year. So now he playing against,
East St. Louis, fucking kids from the city.
But you playing against exposure.
Mm-hmm.
East St. Louis, they might got.
There's gonna be people. There's gonna be coaches there at the camp.
Them little Flyers probably got somebody who's #1 receiver in the nation and
Yeah,
something like
you're
that.
gonna be there.
10 years old.
Now, if you ball out, you shut them down.
Exposure.
That's easy exposure.
It's changing from what we used to be, where you just
That's
beating
why.
up on.
Yeah, that's why. I'm not gonna get into it too much, but I was just saying, like, man, I hope FPC picks a hard schedule. I hate when they pick soft schedules.
Right.
Play ranked people. Let's get some exposure.
I feel sorry for FPC, and this is no disrespect to the talent in this city, because I think there's heck of talent in this city.
Mm-hmm.
Heck of talent, heck of great coaching. But y'all play 8A football.
Is that fast or not?
Y'all play 8A football in St. Thomas Aquinas.
Jay, I'm still waiting on you to lock me up, bro.
Yeah.
Mike, I will definitely lock you
You
up.
talking about me? He only got like 2
Mike,
passes
why did
on
you
me.
just say that?
He like 2 for 900. He be talking, but it's all
Jay,
good.
I'm still waiting on you to lock me up.
But y'all, they 8A football. You playing sorry.
I kind of want to race Mike Hyman.
That'd be a good one. Y'all got similar body styles now.
Mike,
he fast as
he
fast
is.
now.
He's like a state champion.
Dude,
but he got fat.
Bro,
Mike got fat.
For real? He socked me like
Ask him.
he was like, "Yeah, I'm a punter." Then he took off on the route. I'm like, "Bro, you kind of fast to be a punter." Like
He's
my punter was a white
an
boy.
athlete. He can punt too. He's an athlete. He's ATH.
Yeah, he do his thing now.
But last time I seen him, he was fat.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike, you definitely don't want it then.
And they say, "Oh, we're both named Jay." I think he was talking about you.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, I think he was
I'm
talking
telling you,
about
he got like 2 receptions.
But I was like, hold on a second. I don't know, but he's an athlete. But hey, man,
me and Mike, we had some battles.
my thing is, I'm gonna be honest with you. My feet and my hips are too slow to play corner and safety. You know what I mean? It's like I may have the direct speed. I feel like,
Right.
and I can hit, and I could even, you know what I mean? I could pick it off or whatever. But all this on the inside and all this that little special, it fucks me up every time when you go up, and then you go inside and you go outside. So it's not even it's a special. So imagine you're a slot DB. And you go up and
the whip route.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. And I'm like, fuck, man.
You
Like I
should
said,
wait
I got to
till-
hit him off the line.
Wait till they hit you with the stutter on it. It ain't a real whip. They running the
Mike
slant.
said I'm slow.
They run the slant, but they step like they running the whip. One step, boom, and go back into the slant.
Yeah. Oh, it's like,
I done seen some boys fall from that because you know
know
it's whip.
because they do whip,
Yeah,
whip.
you know it's whip.
and then
Slant. And back into the slant, wide open. Whoa, what just happened right there? Yeah, these receivers.
Hey, y'all share this for us real quick. But bro, so in high school ball, do you feel like they just aren't educated? Because I feel like back in our day, they didn't do all the moves they're doing now today and stuff like that.
The NFL didn't either.
The crazy routes and shit.
The NFL didn't either.
That's real.
Everything changed.
Yeah, we were power and stuff like that.
Everything changed, and you got to change with it. That's a lot of high school.
Is it ever going to change back?
No.
This is just fast out, just 7-on-7.
It's just like the world, bro. Everything is steadily evolving. It's going to keep steadily evolving. It's probably going to be one day where it's the NFL ain't got it. Huh?
You messing with the camera.
Oh, my bad. It's probably going to be one day where the NFL is, no shoulder pads or no helmet, something. It's going to continue to evolve into something that we're going to be like, what the? It's going to get to the point where we don't watch it no more.
Okay.
Think about the crazy stuff off topic. The NBA done thought about adding a 4-point line. Like,
they did
come
not
on.
really talk about that.
Yeah.
Where would it be half point, half
I
court?
think it was like that that volleyball line or something like that.
Okay.
It was something like it was some crazy stuff. But yeah, they done talk.
You think Steph Curry would use it?
Man, everybody gonna be using. That's what I'm saying. The game gonna continue to evolve. So many people shooting threes now that they thought about that. They never thought about that until the game started going to all these threes. And they're like,
Steph could be like, just make them bitches.
NFL gonna be like, oh, if you catch a first play touchdown pass, it's 8 points instead of 6. It's gonna be something gonna have to change with how the game is changing.
Because receivers are fast and big.
You can't touch them.
Who's buddy right now?
Metcalf.
Yeah,
Come
DK
on,
Metcalf. Like, bro, why are you fuck?
You can't
Is he
touch
like
him.
is he like LeBron James playing football?
Nah, man. LeBron's 6'8", 250, man. That's a
But
whole
he's not
different
as
money.
fast as him.
That's it's the size. Period. There's
6'8",
no.
250.
You're 6'8", like.
Sometimes I'm like, could I stop LeBron? There were some big dudes that I played against, like the tight end for Winter Park. He was like 6'5", 260. And like I was like, yo, this dude's like a grown ass man.
I done played against some big dudes, 6'7" dudes and stuff. I mean, it's just how they built. You feel me? It's their mindset. The way he flopping shit, he might not be that tough of a ball carrier, so he might be an easy tackler.
I'm coming across his
But
head.
then again, he might know I can't get that foul. I gotta go hard. So then he might.
Bro, you know Derrick Henry played against Matanzas?
Whew,
Bro, he had like 500 yards.
he had 500 yards every game.
Bro.
Hey,
He had
listen,
like
man,
6 touchdowns.
I can't talk about nobody.
Because Yuli's right by Jacksonville.
Right. I learned this stuff recently. Like,
And it's like,
bruh,
Derrick Henry.
the people that I learned from just this area that's like in a say 100-mile radius, 50-mile radius that made it to the NFL and
Tim
stuff.
Tebow.
Like, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't talk about nobody who went up against a running back like that, because we went up against this running back, Michael LaSure. He got a YouTube. Go look on YouTube. It's called a Michael LaSure show. He ended up going to U of I. He got like the Texas Bowl rushing record. He ran over Baylor, ran all through Baylor for like 300-400 yards and won the bowl game. Like, dude was 6'2", like 230, and he ran a 4.5 Like, he ran all through us. Like, we couldn't stop dude. Like, I can't go talk about what Derrick Henry did to nobody. And I went through it in real. Now, he ain't never run me over. I made my tackles on him. But it's a team game. We got our butts kicked every time we played him.
Yeah. I've been against some shit like that before.
Bro had 6 touchdowns my sophomore year. This was my head coach say to me, my defensive coordinator, Coach Space say, he said, listen, man, you going up against Michael this week. He ran over Jhamari, Drew, Ethan, Kent. He named over. That's all the starting linebackers and DBs I look up to. That I'm trying to be like, because I'm a sophomore. They drew. You know, ran over all of them since he's been in high school. That's what you got. This is my first varsity start. So the whole week I'm sitting there like, he ain't finna run me over. He ain't finna run me. I ain't gonna pick him. I ain't go high not one time. I ain't gonna pick him. I ain't miss a tackle. I'm talking crap. I'm only a sophomore. I'm out there talking crap. You know,
Bro,
I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
That's just funny.
You know, and I think games like that against him, and then playing Omar Clayton, and then we had a game. We played Danville. We were number 5 in the state, and 6. I mean, in 5A, they were number 6 and 6A.
I'm thinking about our past games, and it's like, bro, I'm gonna be honest, because like we were number 1 defense, and our rushing, bro, we were like I gotta look this up. Somebody who played for FPC, tell me. I think we were allowing like 29 yards rushing a game, bro. Bro, I swear to God, it's like we shut a lot of people out. Like
all the way up until our first loss, we hadn't given up. Like all the way up to our first loss, we had the running back every game was leading the state of Illinois in rushing, and he wasn't going into the next week. Like going into week 3, we was playing. Denzel Stewart had 900 and something rushing yards going into week 4. He left with 900 and some rushing yards. Like we was killing dude.
I'm trying to see if I can get a hold of Mike Megan. I feel like he'd know.
But I seen y'all stuff for FPC, man. My dad moved down here my senior year. I could have moved with him, man. I kind of wish I did, but at the same time, I stayed with my brothers and played. Yeah, so it was straight both ways. But man, I think it would have been lit playing down here. Y'all stadium, everything, jerseys, all that stuff, 10 times better exposure. I even know y'all safety had like 10 less tackles than me. I had more picks than him. But I think he's bigger than me. He's like 5'10". But man, I'd love to come down here.
All right, I'm about to hit up Megan. We're about to get a call in on this. Let me see if he's gonna hit me up. Cause bro, he like knows the most about the high school football information.
But it's crazy. After college, me and him went to we went to colleges in the same conference.
You went to McKendree, you said?
No, I went to Graceland.
You guys had a big ass running back that we went against. He was a dude 6'5".
Bro, yeah, that was
bro, he was like 6'5", 260.
Bro,
and I went
Bro,
against.
he was 6'4", 245, run a 4.44.
Was he from Florida?
No, dude is from Canada, bro.
Damn.
Went to the NFL, bro. Listen, man, we need to call in my boy Darius. He'll tell you, bro. I used to be knocking dude off his feet in practice, bro. That's why they mess with me so heavy. They're like, man, I remember the first time I hit dude. Coach stopped practice, like, hold on, wait, what just happened? Like, dude, a freshman, how he hit you like that? He flying in the air. Wait a minute, run that back. Then the next play, I run through the fullback and the running back. Coach was like, whoa. Next thing you know, I'm red shirted. We need you for 4 years. I was like,
That's funny as hell.
No, it wasn't funny. That's why I was done. It made me fall out of love with football. Like
I got red shirted too,
but sitting on the sideline watching college football, I fell out of love. Bro.
It did make me fall out of love. I didn't think it was gonna have that effect, but my thing is, I didn't even really want to play, and I also got injured. My shoulder was hurt, and I didn't want to tell them.
Right.
So I wanted a little bit of time to heal, and they were like, do you want to play now, or you can redshirt and play next year? And I seen the dudes out there. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. There were some pretty big dudes and some pretty fast dudes out there, and I was like, I think I could use a redshirt because I've only played 4 years.
Right.
I still needed time to learn. And then we played kind of like a JV in college thing where like we played against each other. We played against some other teams where I dominated that shit. You know what I mean? But it's like freshmen from other redshirted kids. You know what I mean?
We ain't even had that.
Yeah.
We had a whole red shirt team, defense and offense, of straight freshmen and transfers, right? Mm-hmm. Our starting offense and defense. Our starting offense couldn't score against the red shirts, and our starting defense couldn't stop them red shirts. Like to the point where halfway through the season we hadn't won a game, and coach had took us out of practice so both teams could start getting better looks in practice because they couldn't do nothing.
Hello.
Megan, what's up, bro?
What's up, man? How you doing, buddy?
Chilling, bro. You're actually on the Manifest Destiny podcast right now.
Oh, hey.
And my boy Jhamari sitting here. He played high school ball up at Illinois. We're just talking about old stories. I was like, I don't know exactly what it was, but our high school defense, we were not letting people rush against us. I was like, I feel like it was something crazy, like 29 or 36 yards per game.
Are you talking about the 06 class, or you were class of 07, yeah?
Yeah, but I was a junior, but like when it was like Mike London and you guys, I mean, I don't know if it was Al Fennell's year, but it was your year. We had the number one defense in the area, Volusia Flagler.
Yes.
Okay.
That is, I believe that is accurate, yeah.
So do you remember like how many yards per carry we were holding, or not carry, but yards per game we were holding teams to?
Shit, man, that was a long time ago. No, I don't off the top of my head, but if I was gonna say over under 60 yards a game, I would take the under.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that because I know it was not 100 or 80, but teams were not running on us.
I don't think we gave up a 100-yard rusher all year on the defensive side of the ball. Of course,
we gave up 2.
I remember there was like Johnny Patrick, but I don't think he got 100. There was like Nico Pate. There was like was Jonte Govin? Was he your year?
We gave up 1.
Jonte Govin went to Southern Illinois.
Never heard of him. Jonte Govin.
Yeah, I also remember who was that guy? He was a big dude. I actually played some defensive snaps at Atlantic game, and I remember wrapping him up. He was tackled by committee in the backfield. It was Doug Brazil. Was that his name?
I do remember. He was fast.
He was big too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think we didn't really give up too much in the old rushing department on the defensive side of the ball that year. In fact, FPC had pretty damn stout defenses both years, but that was the style of ball that we played.
Right.
Run the ball, stop the run,
Mentality.
ground and pound, work the clock. You know, we were very much an old school, power eye offense and a run stopping defense.
Right.
Mindset.
And possession of the ball.
Mindset. But you see how this 20 years later, he still know what is the mindset.
Yeah.
A lot of people come out there, well, we threw the ball sometime, man. Then we passed it.
Yeah.
Well, he know to a team what kind of team we was. You know what I'm saying? That y'all had a mindset. Y'all coaches.
He played like center and guard. He ran like the team and stuff on offense. I know.
My center was 160 pounds. Nobody he ever went against was under probably 230.
Damn.
And he held his own.
So here's the thing that's so mind blowing about Florida football. I was 6 foot, 235 pounds, smallest offensive lineman we had.
He was our smallest offensive lineman at 160. But he just had he could block. He wrestled and all that, so he had a heart. He held his own, and he was the best at snapping the ball in the shotgun. So we couldn't go with nobody else. Like the previous year, we went with a bigger center all year, and we went 2-7 because he was rolling the ball in the dirt. If you was kicking his butt, he gets scared. You kicking this dude, but he gonna just start cutting you.
Hey, Megan, did you hike it into shotgun?
No, so I played a little bit of center in spring, but that was not my cup of tea.
Right.
Because I did fuck up the shotgun snap.
Who was our center? I know it was Paxia.
Colton Strickland.
Colton. Damn, that's a dog. That's a dog.
Strickland. Yeah, he was a
shout out to Colton. That boy is mean, boy.
Yeah, he was a mean.
I made a last name.
But I'll put that line from my junior and senior year too, because Rosenthal was the left tackle my junior year. Senior year was Aaron Arrington. But Scotty Palmer, Colton Strickland, myself, and Luis Ortiz were starting together for 2 years. So by the time we hit that senior year, our offensive line we were right.
Yeah.
It was definitely, and it was good too because we had a lot of experienced skill players graduate before senior year. So in a lot of ways, the fact that we had that offensive line and the kind of trench play that we had led to a lot of success that we had my senior year.
Right.
With younger backs coming in,
right.
We were able to, get that better push and open up holes. It wasn't that they weren't talented backs; they were just young. But it was good that we were going to guarantee them at least 3 yards of cushion every time they touched the ball.
Right.
Let me ask you this question. You were there for Winter Park, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you, on the defensive side, when they said hike, that offensive line was like a military, bro. They all moved at one and big and fast. What was it like, offensive line playing against their defensive line?
Their defensive line wasn't anything that special, to be honest with you. They got some pretty good linebacker play, if memory serves. Their linebackers were very, very good sideline to sideline. Did a good job of filling off of like when I would pull, because we would run that 25 tray so much. We pulled the guards and tackles a lot, so they did a really good job reading that, filling those holes and kind of squeezing the line, squeezing those gaps and like getting good outside leverage to turn everything back inside. But honestly, like Winter Springs the week before, I had a matchup with a dude who was going to he went to Florida State. I forget what the fuck his name was.
I think I remember that dude. He was huge.
He was gigantic, and he was mine all night. And like, we found a way to win that one, but I'll tell you what, dude, when I was done with that game, I felt like I got out of a fight.
Damn.
And like Coach Allen, I'll never forget, I went into the field office the week of the Winter Park game, and I sat down to watch a little bit of film because he would let us come in there and watch some film sometimes. I turned on the film. I watched for about 2-3 minutes. I said, okay, I'm not worried. And I turned off the TV, and he turns to me and he looks, he was like, and you're not worried, you only watched for 3 minutes and you're not worried? I said, Coach, the guy I went against was fucking Winter Springs. I guarantee you they're not rolling another guy out there like that.
Right.
I feel that.
Yeah. So I was just like, fuck it, let's go. And for the most part, like, the one thing that actually sticks out to me the most about that game, and you can ask Mark Jones this, I'm sure, I don't know if he remembers or not, but I think I had a concussion.
He said, I think I had a concussion.
I think I did because, like, I'll tell you why. Because, like, fuck, man, I think it was, like, the beginning of the third quarter or something like that. I went head-to-head with one of their linebackers. They had actually just pretty big middle linebacker. I went head-to-head with him. We hit. I saw this flash. And then from then on out, man, I couldn't remember the fucking snap count.
Damn!
I would have everything else sort of, like, okay, yeah, we're going to...
I think you snapped... I think you fucked up 2 plays in a row.
You want to get billed?
I might have. Yeah, I think I did, actually. And I kept asking Mark for the check at the line, and we kept doing, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever. And he was starting to get pissed off. I'm like, dog, I fucking can't remember what the fuck you're saying.
Do you think you should have came out and you didn't come out?
Nah. Because I'll put it to you this way, dude. My senior year, I got rolled up on my ankle against Pine Ridge, and I came out and I missed the Mandarin game, and then I was back like 2 weeks later. My ankle still cracks to this fucking day. Something was definitely wrong with it. But me at even, and I don't give a shit. People can say what they want, but like me at even 70% was better than what was the alternative.
Right.
I feel behind us because we didn't have a lot of much coming up in the underclass offensive line wise.
Like Jed Cox is a good solid player. I love Jed. Like he was a good stand-in and stuff like that. But I think he was still 190 pounds that year. He didn't really come into his own until he kind of got over that 200-pound mark the next year. He had good technique and he did a good job filling in for me when I was hurt. But they were also rotating in like Pinella, and they had to do like a rotation.
Yeah.
As opposed to like I had that spot.
Definitely, I feel you.
So.
Well, Megan.
Not saying I was the best or anything up there. There were some monsters up there. I did what I could do, but like it was a good offensive line.
Well, I appreciate you for checking in, bro, and I hope to get you on the podcast someday.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Thanks for reaching out, and good luck with all that. And I'll definitely support fellow podcasters for sure. Make sure that you turn them over to Any Given You when you get a chance.
Definitely, everybody, right now. There's 4 people watching. Number 1, everybody share it, and also go check out Any Given You.
On all major podcast platforms, the Any Given You podcast with host Mike Megan.
Any Given You podcast with host Mike Megan. I appreciate it, bro.
All right, brother. Take care. God bless.
Thanks, you too. Peace. So fucking, bro, like, our defense was holding shit. That game, they were so fast, bro, and they were so organized. It made it seem like we were like, it really seemed like, Little Giants and stuff like that.
Right.
And that other team was just like,
on point.
I was like, bro, what the fuck? This team is going to the league. This is like Alabama we're playing or some shit.
That's how I feel when we play Normal Community, man. That game took me off field goal block. Like I always had the dream of me blocking a field goal, returning it for a touchdown. That game right there. That was my sophomore year too. Woke me up. I tried to go block a field goal. Normal Community whole O-line, bro. 6'2", 6'3" or better. Two something, like big boys. Like that. It looked like we went up against a D1 team. Every player on their team, you know what I'm saying, just had to be one size. And
bro, that shit
I went to
crazy.
Go block the field goal, bro. So I tried to split the double team. I went to go jump, and they caught me in the air. 2 O-linemen under each arm, and threw me through the dirt, boy. And I was like, "Yup, I'm done with field goal block." Told my coach, "I'm done."
Yeah.
Take me all these special teams.
Not done with field goal just like that.
What?
I feel you.
Bro, I'm starting on defense. He didn't want me on half this stuff no way. You know what I'm saying? Like, at my high school, like, our special teams is where they try to give the not so good players a lot of opportunity to get some clock. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And we gonna
But you had to do something still though.
Yeah, and they gonna drill it into you. Like our special teams is lit. Like we used to do onside kicks for fun and stuff like that because they ain't go get it. You know what I'm saying? This was their time to shine. We all knew our roles on our team, and that's why we played like we did. You feel me? And good teams, that's what makes good teams. Where everybody play their roles, from coaches to the players to the, you know what I'm saying, the bench, the backups. Everybody do their job to play their role. You usually got a good team, man. We have fun out there.
So, do you think you could tell if a kid's gonna go to league or gonna go all state from like when you first see them or something?
Heck, not the league.
Not the league, but
Now,
like
I ain't even gonna say all state. You can usually tell if you're gonna be a decent ball player or not.
you could tell if someone cares or if somebody like.
When I can usually like just talking to the kid. Not only you can look the body type, and then you know what I'm saying when you talk to him. I'm a football player, so when I talk to you, you know,
Yeah,
you ain't got it. You got the ability, but you ain't got it.
You don't know what's going on.
Nah,
out here,
you ain't got it.
You lost
like,
on the battlefield.
I know some here. I know some where I'm from. I talked to some kids this past spring. You know, Illinois had they season in the spring, and I was up there, and I'm talking to some
Because
of the
of COVID?
kids. Yeah.
Wow.
What screwed a lot of them? They didn't have no playoffs. They had a shortened season. It screwed a lot of seniors.
That's messed up.
But I was talking to some of them kids. Not only do they not even too much really know football, they don't know what it takes to. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't just wake up and go to practice once you go to that next level.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Well, it is, but your practice at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
You ready for that one? To wake up and go have to tackle this grown man at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Right. You got
You know
weights,
what I'm saying?
you got practice, you got film, you
all
got
that.
class.
Are you ready for it? They don't know what they're walking into. And then some of them, you know, we don't have the opportunity like Florida where you got a lot of D1, D2 opportunities. So you got to go JUCO. They don't know what they're getting themselves into with the JUCO. Like, a lot of people don't know what the JUCO. They watch Last Chance U.
JUCO straight gangsters out there, bro.
They watch Last Chance U.
You're getting your dorm broken into. It's like straight kids, like, bro.
I watched the Pat McAfee show. He said 21% of the NFL play JUCO football.
I believe that.
So,
because it's dudes that fucked up and they go JUCO, but they're ballers.
So you just
second chance.
Just think, like,
last chance.
You don't know what you're getting yourself into already, and you getting there and it's dogs.
Yeah.
Dogs.
Yeah. People who were like number one in their area, and then they
probably
got arrested.
better than the number one player in the nation, but he had a 1.8 GPA, so they ain't give him the ranking.
Yeah. I know. So it's so crazy. Like, I'm not even gonna call out too many people's names, but there's kids from like mainland, kids from Series that were balling. And bro, I don't know how they did it where you from, but we got the Daytona News Journal and Flagler's in there too. But it'll be like senior year. It'll say all the top players in the area, or it'll just say any football player in the area and where you're going to college at. If you ain't on that list, bro. I'm not even trying, because you could go somewhere later, but right. I'm just in high school. In high school, if your name is not on that list going to college for ball, you ain't nothing, bro. Like, you know, I wasn't a baller. I couldn't
do that in Illinois.
I held my own, but I wasn't shining. But it said Jonathan Robinson, Lindenwood. Right. I was, you know what I mean?
I'm in there.
Hey, I was.
A lot of people don't get to say that.
Right.
That's where
I saw some top ballers. They were like JUCO, and we didn't understand it back then. We were like, bro, he's supposed to go to like Alabama. Yeah. What do you mean? But it's grades. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, grades, attitude.
Yeah.
Some of them, like, now that I'm a coach, I understand why some of them coaches don't put their name on some of them kids, man. Like, some of these kids really be, like, these parents don't know their kids. Your son at school cussing out teachers, stealing from people, smacking and robbing, doing all type of stuff. But he's a great football player, and he ain't going nowhere, and you don't know why the coach ain't doing nothing for him. Well, your son ain't doing nothing for himself, and I'm not putting my name on this dude going down here to Nick Saban in Alabama and trying to rob him. And now I look bad, and I can't get another kid down there. You can't put your stamp on everybody, man. Just like they say, you can't make everybody your friend. I can't get everybody into college because everybody not made for that. You might got a kid who the best athlete out there, but you know he dumber than a box of rocks. Why am I going to set you up to go down there to Clemson with Dabo so you can be talked about as getting kicked out? When I
you be laughing during practice and stuff like that. We talking and stuff. You don't even notice I be putting their foot in their mouth.
You don't know how many times I tell come to practice. Tell a parent, come to practice. Come check your kid out. Don't get out the car. Sit over there and watch your kid at practice. And you see why he don't play. I got a person who I was just watching, and they like, yeah, coach ain't giving me no shot. Da. So I pull up at practice. Go to his house that evening. I can tell you why you don't play. It ain't got nothing to do with coach.
See, my boy really loved the game. He's like, okay, I'm going to come see you.
Yeah.
I'm going to come see you.
Because he know I can talk to the coach and change some things around. But I'm not going to go walk
Bro.
up and I don't even know what you got going. I'm
You
not
don't
gonna put
want
my name on
Yeah,
it.
it's like you don't want it.
Like I did this,
Mm-hmm.
so why am I going? You know what I'm saying? Start messing up what I got going on for you.
Right.
I still got years to eat off of this name.
That's real.
I can't.
So
ruin
next
it.
person who's really about it, and you bring it to them, you need to be serious.
I'm not. As a coach, when I call these colleges, I call for players that I don't even. I got players going to school. I never coached dude before.
Mm-hmm.
I got his film. I talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
I hear him. He
Mhm.
want this? Okay, I'm gonna use whatever
That's right.
connects I got to help you get whatever I
That's
do whatever I can.
Mhm.
Because my ultimate goal as a coach is to get as many kids to college as I can.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm one of them coaches. If I get a program, like I'm trying to develop all my roster from top to bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I know my 11 star. I know
Mhm.
that's my best. But they not just gonna watch practice all day.
Mm-hmm.
The
People are going to go down.
Well, listen, the DB coach.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Me, nobody. You're not doing it. You're not the DC. I don't need you right now.
Mhm.
Go take your DBs over there and backpedal them and stuff. Give them a little bit more so one day they can be out here. Because at this point in the team, it's offensive team. They're not learning nothing.
And the sad part about football people don't want to say is like, it's just like a movie, like a murder movie. Everybody's not going to make it to the end of the season.
Nah. And
Every-
if they do, you lucky.
The whole team is not going to be healthy the whole
Nah.
season. You might lose your running back. You might lose your receiver. You might lose your
lose
quarter-
everybody.
You might lose, bro, you might lose it. You got to be like, oh my God, what do we got? Okay, we got a starting team, like you said, but we got to honestly be real with us. All these players are not going to, someone's going to go down, and we need some backups.
I done been a part of a team.
We need
bro.
some athletes that can play running back or
I
receiver.
done been a part of a team, bro, where we had no backup. We had a backup quarterback, but they never practiced. Backup quarterback never
Yeah.
practiced. Don't know play. So when the backup quarterback come in and he called a play, he got to ask, so what I just called?
Bro,
You know what I mean?
it's like, I remember when Torrey went down and Mark Jones went down, we had fucking Dale Galvin fucking under center. I come to
Yeah.
practice, I'm like, bro, what's going on? Bro?
Yeah.
Bro, it was crazy shit, dude.
Man, see, that's the stuff when you don't, you know what I'm saying, practice for it. Now you got to throw random people in the fire. Even if you're
Facts.
practicing that wide receiver to go play quarterback, at least you practice him. He ain't
Right.
just randomly thrown in the flyer.
Right.
He know what's going on. He know the plays and all that. At least he know the plays. Like, some of this stuff be crazy. But yeah, I would have my backups do something that pertain to getting better.
Right.
Besides standing there.
Right.
Stand there and watch it get better. But you're not, because they talking, they ain't paying attention to nothing.
Right.
Have them backpedaling, catching some passes,
'Cause as a
snapping
head-
the ball.
As a head coach, I'm going to be like, I'm going to need your third string to get in at middle linebacker
What?
right now. And like, let's
What?
just, like, you going with the first team.
And you better know what to do.
Exactly. You don't gotta make the time. Like, you
No.
gotta be there. And it's like, bro, just like be. I'll be like,
And if
okay.
you want to roll up to the second team, make the tackle.
Exactly.
And if you try to roll up to the first team, run
Not
through
gonna-
his ass.
Yeah.
There's
And
levels
like,
to this shit. If
bro,
you trying to play, you show me you want to
Exactly.
play. You can't show me you want to play from the sideline, A.
Right.
And B, you can't show me you want to play from not paying attention.
It's gonna be random as hell. All of a sudden, I'm gonna be like, bro, this is your chance right here. And you be like, what? You better been paying attention,
Man,
like you said.
I used to do my DBs dirty. My starting corner, number one, he made me mad. You ain't starting today. And practice.
Mm-hmm.
So now third string and second string is starting.
Mm-hmm.
While you watching, third
They
string
could
got to
ball
be
out.
ready.
They could ball
You
out.
got to be ready.
You could take his spot.
This your opportunity. You want to play this Friday, right?
Yeah.
Show me you want to play.
Yeah.
I'm tuned in. All eyes on you.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Mhm.
And you got to give these people opportunity. A lot of players don't get opportunity, and then they force them into positions. You know what I'm saying? We had this one kid who was a big kid to be a freshman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and his
What
dad.
position?
Well, he played. He's an athlete, like a true athlete.
What kind of big?
Just tall, and he's bigger than the rest of the kids on the fucking team. So
Like
they thought he was
6'2",
big.
6'3"?
No, he's like 6'1", 170, 160 as a freshman. But he's
Okay.
just bigger than the
He
rest
is
of the
big.
other kids
He's
there.
big. Mhm.
That's it. He wasn't abnormally strong or fast or none of that shit. It wasn't nothing abnormal. It's a typical freshman coming in
Right.
at most schools. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So since his dad is a big guy,
Mhm.
had some weight on him.
Mhm.
Oh, he's going to be a D line. They don't know shit about his dad. His dad was a fucking all-state linebacker. Only big now because his body is, I'm older.
Mhm.
It started to go. So
So
they
what'd you put him at?
What would I put him at?
What did you guys put him at?
Oh, they ended up putting him at DN when he probably should have.
He could have been like all-state linebacker.
No, that year he probably should have started quarterback for us.
Wow.
Yeah,
He's just an athlete.
I ain't gonna. He is an athlete, but he nice with it. But he was better. He was definitely better than what we
What
had.
kind of offense did you run?
Spread.
Okay.
Our
So you
quarterback.
think he could have like?
That's what he do.
He do?
Like, okay, you got winners. You got football players. You got winners. You got athletes. You know, it's different labels that you can get. Michael Jordan, the winner. LeBron James. You know what I mean? You got different athletes. He's a winner. That's what you call him, a winner.
He gonna get it done. Whatever he needs to get
He's
done.
he's always in championship games, no matter what he playing in. 7-on-7, 8-man football, spring football, 8th grade set. He's always in championship games.
Me and you are winners.
You feel me?
We play football, we win. But it's
Yeah.
like FAU.
That's my mind is win.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
it ain't
If
win,
someone
I'm
needs to
pissed.
go in, then go in.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes to win.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you got a kid like that, you play him where you need him to win. You don't put him where you think he gonna be in 4 years. He ain't there now. You put him where you need him to win.
Hey, everybody, if you could share this right now that's watching, I appreciate it. We're trying to talk this high school football and really get these kids ready to move on to the next level.
Somebody got to do it. But like they get fat kids, or he got a little gut on him. But he been playing quarterback for some years. But he got a little taller over the summer. Got a gut on him. Let's put him at guard. For what?
Right.
Why don't you stop being lazy
You just
and
need
get
bodies.
that? Well, stop being lazy and get that gut back off of your quarterback.
Right. That's real.
That's what Texas gonna do. That's why I say Texas and California, like it's kind of they politic is different. At 4 years old, you play quarterback from 4 to 18. You've been the quarterback for your city or for your Pop Warner team from 4 to 14. Then in high school, you go to the same high school as everybody else. Y'all been doing that since knee high to a grasshopper. Other places don't do that. In Florida, you probably was a running back all the way till you got high school. Now your team, you in the hood. We ain't got no quarterback.
Right.
So now you got to go play quarterback because you got the best arm out of all the fast running black people there. You feel me? So now you playing out your element. In Texas, we know. You black Kyler Murray. I'm finna mold you from nothing. There ain't no Kyler Murray was going to be 5'10".
Right.
They thought that man was going to be 6'5", Cam Newton. He ended up 5'10". It don't matter because we molded him from nothing to a quarterback.
He played baseball. Launched
Pat
that bitch.
Mahomes.
Baseball. Launched that bitch.
You feel me? They mold their stuff. California, Texas, they mold it from knee high to a grad. Florida, y'all product of circumstances.
And we never played baseball for real.
Well, so a lot of them getting into baseball, but y'all advantage was lacrosse, and y'all advantage is track. Y'all
Track,
got
definitely.
y'all speed advantage and the agility from that flag, that lacrosse. Y'all that's y'all set apart from the rest of the country. That's why y'all get
Soccer.
snatched so quick. Because y'all speed and agility is unseen. When you got a
'Cause you can't
fucking
really
O
coach
lineman
that.
when you got an O lineman come in that's fucking moving like my damn running back from Texas, how the hell am I gonna keep
You
looking
can't
at
really
that
coach
thing?
speed.
No,
True speed.
Okay, I don't even need the speed; it's the agility.
Have
It's
you
the
ever
lateral-
seen?
the
Have you ever
lateral
seen
quickness.
like, especially just on like a JIT or something like that, especially in high school, like true, raw speed
coach track.
or agility?
Bro, I just coached track, bro.
They be moving.
Bro, it was this kid at Orange Park, bro. Oh my god! When I talk about floating, the 100 meters started off. Dude took out. He right by the finish line like this. About 10 meters. I'm about 30, 40 meters in front of him. I'm like, huh?
They moving. Do they translate?
10 too?
Do they translate
Well,
well?
football to track.
Track players to football players.
It depends. It's just like with any other sport, though. You got to be built for that field, man. That I'm gonna say it all the time. It's a mindset thing on that field, man. It don't matter. Draymond Green played football at Michigan. You see it didn't last too long.
What do you think about DK Matliff doing that 100?
That
People
was-
are getting
that
mad
was-
at me.
That was awesome.
People are mad at me because I was like, bro, I'm not trying to say he's slow, but it's like, I guess you want to do it, but it's like he didn't get a good time.
Well, he really did get a good time. He just didn't get an Olympic qualifying time.
I guess that's what I meant.
Levels
No,
to it.
he did a good time for us, but that's like someone. See, this is my thing. That's like somebody playing football and getting beat the whole time. Like, oh, well, at least he went out there. Like, bro,
It wasn't. I feel what you're saying because he
didn't
did
even
win.
qualify.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying, but at the same time, it's not the same thing. Now, to even make it to Olympic qualifying meet, you got to be fast. So he beat some people, or he's fast enough to even make it there, which lets you know that's world class speed. And then what he got? 9th place.
Appreciate it, Mike.
Ninth in the United States. That's world class speed. You playing in the NFL don't mean you the number one whatever or the ninth best
I'm
in the
gonna be
NFL.
honest with you. Like, okay, if like who's the dude for the Chiefs? Hill.
Yeah.
If he would have been there, he would have beat him. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people. He would have beat DK Metcalf.
You don't know that though. He could have slipped on the takeoff.
All I'm saying is
That's track is again. I just watched the one down. You got to watch it. The one down at I think it was down at Texas A&M.
bro. I got like 3 homeboys that'll beat DK Metcalf.
Well, I'm not surprised, bro.
All I'm trying to say is
I'm not
like,
saying
no offense.
he's world class. I'm not saying he's world class.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Just
the
stick to
man
football.
6'4", 250. Like that's
They're supposed to be fast. I feel like tall people need to learn how to be fast. We like are slow, but we need to learn how to
I think
move
it's
our.
harder for them to be fast because them legs so long. You got to get that leg to the ground and turn.
But
the
as
next
we
one.
start evolving and stuff like that, they about DK Metcalf, like Chad or
Well,
who's the
Randy
dude
was tall.
Johnson,
Chad
Randy Johnson,
Randy
yeah.
tall. I mean,
Not Chad Johnson, the dude from the
Calvin
Lions,
Johnson.
Calvin
Yeah.
Johnson.
They I mean, it's fast people tall. Matthew
Usain Bolt.
Bowman is tall. Bolt tall. I mean, fast people tall. They always been tall. It's just that stride. They learn how to
You gotta learn how to gazelle that shit.
turn that stride. You know what I'm saying? And they be the fastest ones when they talk because they can turn that stride. But I don't know if like football and track is 2 different ball games. Like all them sports, when you come to football, it's 11 people out there, but at the same time, it's man versus man.
Hey Mike, so
Gladiator
Mike
shit.
was like, "You were a baller, bro. Stop it." So the thing is, like, I'm gonna be honest, on those defenses and those teams, bro, I felt like I was like a
It's average.
not average, but I was like a Ray Allen almost. You know what I mean? Like I'm like a role player.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like there's LeBron, there's
Yeah,
D
but
Wade,
that-
there's
but
Bosh.
That don't mean
you know what I mean?
that don't mean you ain't no baller. Because
That's real.
was a
I
role
feel
player
you.
when he was a month.
I just been like I wasn't
Still a
like
factor.
flashy. Like bro, they know not to come to my side.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay,
But-
so yeah, like my boy Maybon, he had 18 sacks my senior year.
Exactly.
So technically, he was number 3 in the state of Illinois. The top 2 people went D1. The people below him went D1, but he was 5'10", like 5'10", 2
I had
so
10
he did.
sacks.
He had 18 sacks, but to me, I got like the most recognition off the defense. I was first team all conference, first team all county. I played in the All-Star game. Like I
You
was
play against any ballers, NFL players?
just Mike Shore. And I played like Canadian and all that stuff, like the little leagues, yeah. But NFL, Mike Hill went, and then I think Omar Clayton might have went. He played enough at UNLV.
Who hit you the hardest? Do you remember whoever hit you the hardest?
I don't know the player, but I know the team.
What position? And what, just tell me the story.
It was on kick.
Tell me the story. I got a story for you next.
All right.
I was on punt return, but you tell me the story.
I used to be a
No,
wedge buster.
I was on punt, actually.
You know what the wedge buster is, right?
In the middle, and then when they used to build the wedge with the linemen and shit, you used to go through the
On
wedge.
kickoff.
Yeah.
So
I used to be a wedge buster, too.
we had the gunner, the fast person. You go down there, turn it inside out. Then we had another fast dude. Then we had the wedge buster. So when they build their wall, I'm the send off guy.
I was the send-off guy.
So I'm running full speed. We playing Bloomington, bro. We have a history as a school playing bad against Bloomington. I don't care about it. They purple. It's called the purple Raiders, though. You know what I'm saying?
And this isn't a racist comment or anything like that, but were they like a white team?
Nah.
There are a lot of black people?
We didn't really play no predominantly white teams. Like
Wow.
most of the team we played was predominantly black.
I thought Illinois was like a white
No,
state.
No. You have towns and shit where it's gonna be
You know,
all white boys on them teams.
I'm gonna tell you right now. For some reason, I love Peoria, Illinois.
Peoria, okay, so I'm gonna give you like this. Peoria got a few different high schools. They got a high school where it's basically all white boys at the high school. Then they got Manual and Central where it's basically all black dudes. Like where Sean Richardson.
I would move there.
Where Sean Richardson played at. Sean Livingston,
Oh,
the
yeah.
NBA player, where he went to high school was a mixture of both. You know what I'm saying? But they got a hood one too. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like in my town, we got basically 2 hood high schools. The main high school is predominantly black, and then you got St. Teresa, which is a Catholic school, predominantly white. Moreau Forsyth, predominantly white, and then Mount Zion, predominantly white.
You had 5 high schools in your county or city?
Shit, it's like 6.
Really?
Yeah.
Because we got FEC Matanzas, and we only had FEC.
Well, y'all got that little small one too. It's a little eight man school. Calvary, no, not Calvary. That's in Ormond. It's a small one though.
I know what you're talking about.
That's where Charlie and them was winning that in Benel.
Crusaders.
I think the Crusaders. Yeah, I think it might be the Crusaders. I can't remember Charlie, but yeah, Charlie had them boys winning.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, y'all, that's y'all only got 2 teams, but y'all doing it the right way. FPC and Matanzas play each other every year. It's a rivalry, but they're in 2 different conferences, 2 different divisions. That's 8A, 5A. So it's different levels of exposure. So say y'all suck at 8A, they good at 5A. But y'all got a player on y'all 8A team to come and dominate that 5A team. That make that player look good on a bad team. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But when y'all playing the same competition, you suck, they good, you don't look no better. Because you playing the same damn people. You just look like, okay, so you ain't do that against them other teams.
Mm-hmm.
But when this team been blowing out all these teams, you came down, you might be all right after all. You just playing some tougher competition over there.
Right.
It's a way to evaluate the scale. But when you playing the same, how do I evaluate the scale?
That's real.
You dominated against this game, but everybody else, you got your butt kicked.
That's real.
So you ain't really that good.
That's real.
Or is that team just really that good?
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gonna know because y'all playing the same opponent.
What do you think about small town teams against big city teams? Which ones do you think are better?
It depends.
On like recruiting?
No, it depends on the support.
I feel
because you got a St. Augustine High is technically a small town team.
Okay.
Look at that.
Support.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go.
They shutting everything down.
That's what I'm saying. Look at that. Then you go to. I don't even go to Jacksonville because Jacksonville love football. I'm gonna go.
Orlando.
They love that too.
But they don't be showing a lot of teams love like that.
But
like,
they got. We
could even say Daytona. Honestly, we could say Daytona.
That's what I was about to go to.
Because they be spreading the talent out.
But they got 57 high schools.
Yeah.
So that's why we'll go there.
Yeah.
You go to a Seabreeze game right by the water, it's 20 people there.
Mm-hmm.
Up the street, mainly, it's 2,000, 5,000 people there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's the support.
Yeah.
So, but you can also go to, like my town, we got all them high schools, like I said, but the smaller outskirt towns, the Mount Zions and stuff, that's like a little small outside town. Those, not to be racist, but that's a whiter school. They support the heck out of their school. They at the game.
Mm-hmm.
With those black kids and stuff, like my sophomore and junior year, like we didn't care about half the games because when you look into this, your mom ain't even at the damn game.
That's real.
So who am I playing? Like I'm playing for what? Just to play? You ain't got no support. Like people don't understand how much that changes the game around. You know what I'm saying? When you got Matanzas versus FPC and you look around and it's purple and green everywhere, or blue and green everywhere, you turn. Like, oh yeah, we brought the city out.
Right.
But when you walk into a stadium and that thing just all green, and you at home,
right?
Oh no, we blue.
Right.
What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Why they got more fans than us?
That's a killer.
That don't make you want to go, I'm finna turn up. That make you like, man, we finna get beat. They brought their city out to my city. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's killing a lot of good teams, communities, all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying you gotta support, but what happened? People ain't doing nothing on Friday. You watching the day.
That's true.
You watching the football game in the city you came from. You go right up the street and watch the city right where you live right now. Where your son gonna have to go in 10 years. You don't even support them. You still watching the high school you went to back in Texas. You know what I'm saying?
Feel that.
Like it's support, man. A lot of these teams like it support.
So I'm about to end this real quick because got some real estate business going on. But what do you think in the future we should focus on with these kids to really get them right? As adults now, to get these kids in better situations, what do you think we should do?
Okay, discipline, support, fundamentals, and get their ass off them damn video games.
That's real. Get them outside again.
Yeah.
Because they're getting soft.
Yeah. Motherfuckers, kids don't know what bumps and bruises is no more.
That's
you know
real. And then they get out there and you talk a little trash to them and they want to tell their parents and stuff.
Like I know when I just went to Illinois, I seen one of my friends, their son fell off the bed. They, man, that's a boy.
Yeah.
He need to fall off the bed.
Learn lesson.
He trying to play football and fight people, but he don't want to. He can't fall off the bed. So how he gonna get hit?
That first contact is mud.
So a lot of these parents need to learn that bumps and bruises need to. They giving girls more leeway to do a lot of stuff. You need to start letting your daughter hit her head a little bit more too.
That's true.
Because before you know it, domestic abuse ain't gonna be there no more. Because they're giving you the same rights and everything, and gender just flipping and stuff finna get real. So you might as well start getting ready for it too. Because keep babying this stuff, man. It's gonna get ugly.
All right, bro. Well, I appreciate you coming through, man. Definitely. We're going to come back when the season starts, and we're going to start being commentators for these games and stuff like that.
Local.
College.
Little high school is what we want to focus on. So if you coach at a small high school and you got players who need some recognition, let us know. We'll come and podcast at the game, get y'all some recognition.
All right, you guys. Peace. Appreciate it.
Have a good one.